All right. We're almost ready to go live. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, VA3 CJZ, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG, for Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, right at the western tip of Lake Ontario. And we meet here every Wednesday from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a Simplex Net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also live stream the net on YouTube so people will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search bar. Again, that's VA3CJZ. And you can look for me live or under the title tonight we have AREG Week 1661. That's 1,661 weeks that AREG has been on the air consecutively. And now, finally, I ask that you please leave a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. And with that, do we have any time sensitive, one and done, or priority traffic stations? Please come now. All right, nothing heard. So let's open it up to anyone and everyone with a valid license. Please come now.
No jumping in. Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
All right, I got two stations there. I got NFG and Sierra Mike November. Let's start off with Steve. Yeah, that's right, Steve. We had crickets there. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. Everybody on net there. Yeah, I waited for a good second and a half there, pause, and nobody was jumping, so I jumped for the mic there and keyed up there with my call sign. Nothing to add there, Chuck. Just another regular weekday for me. I'm back in at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. So I don't know to the duration of the net. However, we'll see how it goes, and I may have to bail and go to bed. So other than that, that's it there, Chuck. We'll send it right back to you to see what else you can pick up. Thanks for doing the net. VA3 CJZ Chuck, VA3 NFG.
All right, Steve. Well, thanks so much for checking in. And, if you want to leave us, just break in and say 7-3. And that way I won't have to call on you there at this last round. But thanks for jumping in. Should be a good net. But we'll see how many people check in. But nonetheless, let's move over to Matt. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Matt, come on in.
Thank you very much, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on net and everyone listening on the YouTube channel. Beautiful evening. Although today was a scorcher at work, was brutal, it's wrapping up nicely. So hope everyone had a good day and managed to stay cool.
Yes, Matt, I hear you. It's 29 outside my place right now, and yeah, I can't wait for things to cool down. This is extremely long stretch, pretty much since the first of the month, since July 1. It's been fairly warm. So I was checking the temperatures out west, and it was crazy nice Uh, last evening around 11 o'clock, mind you, there's a 2 hour difference between the prairies and here. And the temperatures were around 16 to 19. It was nice. Uh, and even into Manitoba. But here, oh my goodness, it's still warm. Anyways, Matt, thanks for checking in. You're sounding good tonight. Great signal coming in here near the Center Mall in Hamilton.
Roger that. You're sounding pretty good here too, Chuck. Nice strong signal. I'll be monitoring on the side for now and listening and looking forward to your net tonight.
All right, very good, Matt. Thanks so much. All right, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi. This is VA3 CJZ with the weekly amateur radio exchange group. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA. Wade, come on in. How are you? I haven't heard you in a while. Oh, did we lose Wade? VA3NCA, VA3CJZ. Oops.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Are you picking me up now?
Yes, sir. Got you coming in loud and clear.
Okay, that's very strange. I do have a return of that high noise floor on 2 meters tonight, S9, when I'm just listening, and you're getting over it usually, but when you first came back to me, I didn't hear it. I had to tune back into the YouTube channel to hear that you had called me.
Oh, my. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm putting out about 40 watts there tonight. So that's surprising. Quite the high noise level. No, you're coming in here about solid 10, maybe 10 plus over here. So that's unfortunate. Anyways, how you been? Haven't heard you in a while.
Yeah, doing all right, doing all right. Yeah, you are coming in just over it, but there's crackle. It's totally on my end. Something local here is very noisy, and it's back, so that's unfortunate. But I'll listen really close, and I'll listen on the YouTube channel as well. Not doing too bad. Have a bit of a infection, which is making it hard to use screens all day. So ended up here taking the morning off to try and rest those eyes, which just means that the work ends up going into the night. So here I am doing some work while I listen along to the AREG. But other than that, pretty good. This may be for later on in the contest or contest similar type things, but just want to remind everybody that this weekend upcoming is the Summer Support Your Parks. So if you play that, then one hunt over the weekend will get you the Hunter Award and one activation. So 10 QSOs from a park. One activation will get you your Activators Award this weekend for the Summer Support Your Parks. And by coincidence as well, it sounds like we're going to have a guest, but I think Larry will tell us more about Brian's visit to the area. So maybe we can combine the two and do both, knock both off. But anyways, that's it for me. But I am going to be listening along and hanging out here with you guys tonight. There, Chuck. VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade. Well, that's unfortunate about your infection there. You might, I don't know if your wife's like mine, but she usually gives me those homemade, what do you call them? The home remedies that we all grew up with, our parents and grandparents, and, put the old tea bag on the eye and it's supposed to suck out whatever bad you got in there. But and yeah, this weekend is Support Your Parks weekend. So, like you said, one successful hunter to a POTA contact is good to get you an award, as well as activating one park. And yeah, all you need is 10. But everybody always gets a couple extra. They get some spares, right? So yeah, okay, Wade. Well, thanks again for checking in, and I look forward to messing with your minds a little bit later with some good trivia and some good old fun. So thanks again, Wade. And let's see who's next here on my list. Do we have anyone? No. Let's do another call out and see who else is out there would like to check in to the weekly amateur radio exchange group.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo, Mike, Quebec.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Quebec, Charlie.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta, Foxtrot, Golf.
Okay, I've got 3 more there. Kilo, Mike, Quebec, Charlie, Quebec, Charlie, and Delta, Fox, Golf. So let's bring in Mike, VE3 KMQ. How's it going, Mike? Come on in.
Yeah, VA3 CJZ, VE3 KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. I hear Jason coming up behind there a bit, so hello to him. And yeah, doing okay. Surviving the heat, I guess that's the word of the week, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. And apparently, I think we're breaking records for forest fires once again this year. Northwestern Ontario's got a whole whack. I heard all of Canada, I think, has over 500 fires, even one on the Rock in Newfoundland. So it's no wonder we always get the wind from the southwest, but pushing up their warm air. Anyways, but we've had some issues with some smog and, of course, smoke from the fires making its way down here on a couple of occasions. So, but apparently on the weekend things are supposed to cool down. So we'll see. I know the prairies are looking at some really decent temperatures. They're not cooking like we are. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did hear that the prairies are supposed to be cooling down a little bit. But yeah, too bad about Newfoundland. I heard on the news there was, I think, a number of cabins in a small village. I think it was in the northern part of the province that I think they got wiped out. But severe damage anyway, at the very least. But yeah, it's just what's going on. You know, it's everywhere across the country. Not sure what you can do. I guess nothing. But no, I just took a break from coming off of Chris's net, and it ended early. So I went out and did a little bit of the grass, believe it or not, given that it's evening. Just, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes that I needed to finish off because I couldn't stand the heat the previous couple days. I could only do it in about half-hour spurts. So I had a little bit left over, and so I thought I'd go out and then come back to your net, and I'll tell you, even 5 or 10 minutes out there, it is awfully hot and humid. It's just, you know, it's evening, approaching dark, and it's still doggone hot.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like just under 29 degrees outside my place right now, and I know some areas are cooler than that, but being so close to Dofasco, I think we're always 1 or 2 degrees warmer than everyone else. But I hear you. I do the same thing. Mike, I've only got a property that's 100 feet by 25. So, you know, a little bit out front and a little bit in the back. And I have to do it in stages as well. I've got a really bad back though. But yeah, when you put in this heat, I usually wait till just before sundown, and then I go out there and tackle it if it really needs it. Right now, I've got a bunch of weeds that are much taller than my grass is, that's for sure. But my backyard, I like to keep nice and green, so I water it. I attract all the birds and the squirrels in the area to come look for food in the wet ground, and the sprinkler cools them off as well. We get a lot of birds here.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, well, I can relate about the weeds. I should have corrected myself. I went out to cut the weeds, not the grass.
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck, thanks for picking me up, and we'll let you carry on with the net. VA3CJZ, V3KQ.
Okay, Mike, great signal, by the way. I think you're like 40 over here with my generous Yazoo radio. All right, let's bring in Jeff, I think it is, VA3 Charlie, Quebec Charlie.
Yeah, it's VA3CQC here, Jeff in Burlington. I've had a note to check into your net for the longest time, but I think this is the first time I've actually done it. Very nice to meet you.
Well, same here, Jeff. Very nice to meet you. And uh, you've procrastinated long enough. I guess you thought you'd check it out, right? So I do appreciate you checking in. I know a lot of people are away or not bothered to turn their radios on. I've hardly made any DX contacts at all this summer. I think my last one was near the beginning of the month there for RAC Canada Day, and after that, not much else. But very nice to meet you, Jeff. I'm located here by the Center Mall in the just east of Hamilton, downtown, and great signal. Got you at about 40 over. So thanks for joining us.
That is fantastic. My antenna is not in great shape. I think part of it is failed, but I'm pretty high up Brant Street on the escarpment, and so we probably have a nice path between us with no huge obstacles in the way. That is excellent. I am looking at your stream, and I'm like S9 on your radio, which is really cool. I mean, even if I turn the power down, I'll probably still be coming in really great. Yeah, this is like as low as it goes. That's fantastic. Anyhow, thank you very much for the opportunity to check in, and have yourself a wonderful evening, and take care from VA3CQC.
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, very good. That's an S9 plus plus. That's at the top end of S9 there. So yeah, great signal from Burlington, and Mike as well. KMQ there also a great path between us. So thank you again for joining us, and have a great rest of the evening. So let's move over to Jeff now, I believe. VA3 Delta Foxtrot Golf. Come on in. I hope Jason wasn't mobile or portable there from Oakville. Victor Alpha 3 Delta Foxtrot Golf. Okay, well, I'm not picking up anything from Jason there, but he's in the log, and maybe he'll come back. Let's do another call out and see who else is out there that'd like to join us here on the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. No? All right, nothing heard. So let me move over to the YouTube stream and acknowledge a few people there. We have Wayne from Mississauga, VA3FMB. Hi, Wayne. And then we have my cousin Guy from Ottawa, waiting on his call sign, and we'll be able to add you to the list. And then there's Larry, VE3LBI. Thanks, Larry. And VE3 Sierra Mike November is also on there. And Bill, VE3IUK, as well as Wade, VA3NCA. All right, let me do another call out and see who else is out there who'd like to join us on the weekly AREG net. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Mark, come on in. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck, and all on the net. I'm doing okay, Chuck. Not too bad for an old guy. Going to work, coming home, playing a little bit of radio lately. Conditions aren't fantastic, but they're not abysmal, so I'm able to get out a little bit, make a few QSOs here and there, a few parks. I'm working towards my next award, so I've just been doing that and going to work and coming back. Plugging away, trying to get some contacts on my logs. So going pretty well, suffering through this heat like everyone else. So I'll be glad. Apparently, it's going to break on Friday, so we're all looking forward to that. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, amen to that. Like I said, we're used to getting maybe 3 days of the intense heat, but yeah, it's been going on for quite a while. Um, I have a friend of mine that lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he posted a picture of the temperature from inside his truck with the temp display there, and the highest so far. This is around 2:30 in the afternoon his time. It's up to 130 Fahrenheit down in Las Vegas. So not too many people outside, I would imagine.
Yikers, 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I hope that's not an omen of things to come for this neck of the woods. That doesn't sound pleasant at all, does it? I don't know. I won't drag politics into it, but it looks like they put the brakes on the EV mandates around here, so I would say buckle up, because it's going to get worse before it gets better, I'm afraid, Chuck. Back to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't forget, Vegas isn't that far away from Death Valley there. So it's a hot part of part of town. Um, and you said something about the EVs. What does that mean? They're not forcing people now to buy the EVs. I know I just saw a video not long ago about Mark Carney saying uh, if your car was made before 2000 something or anything after 2000, I don't know. What do you hear?
Yeah, they put a deadline on the Canadian purchasers that have bought them. You got to get your claim in by a certain time, and then they're just sort of parking the program. But like the North American governors, they had a mandate on all the manufacturers, the major automotive producers. They had to have a certain percentage of all new vehicles sold by 2030 or 2035. It had to be a certain percentage. That's all kind of been parked now, so they're rolling back the mandate. I don't know. I guess we're going to stay on fossil fuels is Mr. Trump's plan, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. Well, forcing people to, uh, uh, drive a vehicle that the government wants you to uh, to use, it doesn't sound like a democracy to me. You know, we're supposed to be in a free country. But anyways, we're not going to get into politics too much there, Mark. You're sounding really good tonight. You're S9 plus there. I think about 10, solid 10 over S9 at my location. So thanks for joining us. And will you be sticking around?
Absolutely, Chuck. I'll be here for the duration and enjoying the trivia and all the rest of it. VA3 MHB, VA3 CJZ. Back to you, Chuck.
All right. Yeah, I got some brand new material. Hopefully, we can have some fun with it. All right. Very good, Mark. And so that clears my list. And let's see who else is out there would like to join us here on the weekly AREG net. This is VA3 CJZ. All right. Well, there's a slight pause in the action. Let's go to our upcoming contests. And as Wade, VA3NCA, mentioned earlier, this weekend is Support Your Parks Weekend. So if you make one contact as a hunter, you will get an award for that. And as well, for an activator, you activate one park and you also get an award for that. And then after you activate the park, you can go and hunt. Uh, you might, I don't know if you can get 2 awards for that. Wade, are you still there? VA3NCA. How does that work?
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Sorry, I just caught up on the YouTube. As I said, my high noise floor. I kind of missed what you led up to that. What was the question?
So let's say you're at a park and you activate your park this weekend. You can turn around and hunt one contact, and so you can get a hunter award as well as the activator award, right?
Yeah, it's even easier than that. If one of your contacts is a park to park, then you are also a hunter. So you could do 10 contacts at a park, and as long as at least one of them was a park to park, then you get both the hunter and the activator award all at once.
All right, that's excellent. Excuse me. All right. So, is there a big lag with the YouTube stream, or are we pretty close? Is it about 2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that?
It's pretty close. I might have to bounce my live button a little bit because I think I'm 4 Mississippis, but usually I can count on about 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have a bit of a lag over here because I'm running 1080p on my cameras. Takes a little bit of RAM there. So, okay, very good. Well, thanks for that, Wade. Much appreciated. Let's go back to our contests. And we have a Brazilian one. Brazil is hosting a contest called Labre, Labre, the Labre DX contest. And that's for 2 solid days, 48 hours. And that's for sideband and CW. And the bands are 10 meter, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And so that will start at 8 p.m. on Friday, our time, and that's 0 Zulu time. And it will end July 20th at 23:59 Zulu time. All right. After that, we've got the Russian Radio Team Championship for sideband and CW, and that's for 10 meters, 15, 20, and 40. So you'll be hearing a lot of Russian stations this weekend, and that's a fairly short one. Uh, and it starts 0700 Zulu on July 19th and ends at 14:59 Zulu. So 7-8 hours. Next, we've got the Trans Tasman Low Bands Challenge, and that's from Australia, New Zealand. And that's for CW, phone, and digital. 40 meters, 80, and 160. So a lot of modes. You have digital, phone, and CW. So I'm sure you'll be able to get some contacts from Australia or New Zealand. And next we've got the Yoda. No, not from Star Wars. Youths on the Air, YOTA. And that's a short one as well. July 19th at 1000 Zulu, ends at 21:59 Zulu. And that's for CW sideband. It starts at 10 meter, 15, 20, 40, and 80. So if you hear a ute, say hi. All right, and then we have the CQ Worldwide VHF Digital Contest. And of course, that's for digital modes on 2 meters and 6 meters. 1200 Zulu July 19th to 1200 Zulu July 20th. So if you have digital and can do 2 meter and 6 meter, that's a good contest for you. And then we have a 70 megahertz contest from the IARU Region 1 for CW and sideband. And finally, we've got the North American QSO party, but that's for RTTY only. That's from 10 meters to 80. And that pretty much wraps up the contests worth mentioning this weekend. There are others, very, very short ones. If you want to look them up, just go to contestcalendar.com. That's one word, well, minus the .com, but contestcalendar, one word, .com, and click on the 8-day button right next to the home button there, and you'll see what's coming up for the next week and the day. Is there anyone here that would like to make any announcements? Please come now. All right. How about any check-ins? Do we have any check-ins for tonight's AREG net? This is VA3CJZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Foxtrot, Chuck.
All right. I heard Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Vern, come on in. You're a little bit noisy, but we'll pull you in.
Hey, Chuck. Nice to hear you in there this evening. Just out for a walk. It's definitely overcast now. I don't know if it's going to rain. Temperature's still pretty warm. It's 27, but there's a nice breeze up here. And just been listening along for a little while, Chuck. Hope you can copy me a little bit better. I moved towards the street.
Yes, absolutely, Vern. Got you at an S6 and very readable there. So, yes, you're right. I've got 28 degrees over here, but you know my unit could be off by up to 1 degree plus or minus. But yeah, that's toasty warm. I can't wait for it to cool down and be able to enjoy the outdoors a little bit. It's tough for me to breathe when it's that humid. And the heat, I don't mind, but when you mix the heat with the humidity, it's tough.
Yeah, definitely. That's an issue for my wife as well with asthma. Shall we start? Chuck, I was also going to mention that a friend of mine is on a DX expedition. Information is HQ9HC, and they're activating from July 14th to 20th. Now, they granted I think they're from Texas and Puerto Rico. They might be activating primarily in Spanish, but I know a bunch of them also speak English, so it's worth going to hunt them down.
All right, Vern, I caught most of that, and the expedition is like ringing the dinner bell for me. I love I love those D expeditions, so I'll be sure to keep an eye out and make contact. Thanks for that, Vern.
Yeah, no problem. It's a friend of mine who checked into the Eastern. So Whiskey Papa or Victor Whiskey. Really nice guy.
All right, very good. Yeah, that's well, let's see now. Uh Probably not too many people are doing the expeditions in the southern hemisphere as it's winter down there. But a lot of places in the northern hemisphere to be doing that sort of stuff. So, very good, Vern. Well, thank you for that information, and thanks for your check-in, sir. Enjoy the rest of your walk.
Thank you. I'll be listening along, VA.
All right, so we'll clear with VA3 CRF, and let's see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the weekly AREG net. Yeah, Wade, why don't you tell everybody on the chat there what happened to your eye? Is there a sty in your eye? Good question there, Bill. Um, anyways, I guess we can start with a little bit of trivia a little bit early. I thought maybe a couple of other guys would have checked in. I thought Albert might have checked in, but he might be tuckered out from work because he's working outside, and it's been pretty warm for sure for people working outside. So let me get set up here, and we'll go ahead and try a little bit of trivia. I got a brand new bunch of stuff here. But before we start, do we have any comments? Any questions, any check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now. This is VA3 CJZ. All right, so I have several different categories of trivia here, but I'll start with general trivia and see how well you guys make out with that. So, which country has the highest life expectancy? What country can you expect the native people to live the longest? Yeah, no, it's Hong Kong. Those Asians that eat fish and rice all the time live longer, I guess. Hong Kong has the highest life expectancy out of any country. All right, this should be an easy one. What is the most common surname in the United States? I'm sure a few guys will get that. That's right, Wade. It is Mr. Smith. Most common surname. Who is the ancient Greek god of the sun? Who was the ancient Greek god of the sun? They named a space mission after it. That ancient Greek god was Apollo, god of the sun. Okay, let's see how fast you guys can calculate. How many minutes are in a full week?
Not enough.
Well, that's in minutes in a day, but there are 10,080 minutes in a week. And yes, that's right, Bill. Ra was Egyptian. I don't know if I can pronounce this, but aureolin is a shade of what color? It's spelled Aureolin. Aureolin is a shade of what color?
Blue.
Okay, Bill, thank you so much for checking in. Have a good night. Thanks for being with us. And that color is yellow. Must have something to do with the Latin word aura, is yellow. How many faces does a dodecahedron have? That would be 12. There are 12 sides to a dodecahedron, and they found one. I think it was in Egypt, or they found many of them, and they have no idea what they were used for because they had holes in each section. Still don't know what it is. What company was initially known as Blue Ribbon Sports? What company was initially known as Blue Ribbon Sports? One of the most expensive running shoes for sale now. It's called Nike. Nike used to be called Blue Ribbon Sports. De Maurier. That's funny, Guy. All right. What art form? Oh, no, never mind. What software company is headquartered in Redmond, Washington? Uh, Wade, you should be able to get that. All right, you're right there, Wade. It's Microsoft is in Redmond, Washington. How many dots are on a pair of dice? Both dice. If you make what's the total number? We did this one before. How many dots appear on a pair of dice? That's for one die, Wade. And the total number is 42. What phone company produced the 3310? What telephone or phone company produced the 3310? That would be Nokia. Okay, let's move over to geography now. Some geography trivia. Where would you be if you were standing on the Spanish Steps? Where would you be?
Roma.
Correct. It's Rome. If you are standing on the Spanish Steps, you'd be in Rome.
And you better be standing on them because you're not allowed to sit on them anymore.
Oh, is that right, eh? How come?
It just gets too crazy busy. The cops are not letting people sit on them anymore. And people have damaged them and done stupid stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. People damage stuff all the time. Sometimes unwillingly. I know they had to close the Lascaux caves in France with the prehistoric wall paintings. I forget how old they are, 30,000 years old or something crazy. But everybody going in and out of there, breathing out humidity, has damaged the paint on those things. So they've closed them to the public. And there's other places as well. All right. In which country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? What country is in Mount Kilimanjaro?
Is that in Tibet?
Kenya or Tanzania?
That's right. What? Look at the big brain on Brad. Oh, I mean Vern. Tanzania is correct. And Wade even got that right. Thanks, Wade. True or false? Halloween originated as an ancient Irish festival.
Correct. Commonly known as Samhain.
Commonly known as what, Vern?
Samhain. Samhain.
Also known as All Hallowed Eves.
Yeah, okay. Here's a good one. What is the largest Spanish speaking city in the world?
Might be New York.
Puerto Rico, Puerto Ricans and Cubans. Yeah. No, the answer is Mexico City. And did you know that the full name for the country of Mexico is actually the United States of Mexico? Look it up.
It's on their bunny. Estados Unidos de Mexico.
That's right. Okay, which country has the most islands? Which country?
Canada.
Yeah.
You guys will be surprised to know that Sweden has the most islands. Get this, 270,000 islands surround Sweden. All right, so if you're from down under in Australia, what is commonly known as a bottle O? What's known as a bottle O in Australia? They have these in the prairies in Canada. It's actually an off-license liquor store or slash liquor. It's just a liquor store. In which U.S. state is the country's busiest airport located? Which airport is the busiest in the U.S.?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it's in Georgia, and it's actually the Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport. So yeah,
It's a hub for one of the airlines. I don't know which one. Delta.
yeah, I don't know, but I've been through Georgia a few times, and yeah, I'm not surprised it's busy there. It's a good spot for that, strategically speaking.
And is that still on your mind, Chuck?
Is that still on my what?
Your mind.
Georgia on my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Which is the only continent with land in all four hemispheres?
Antarctica.
Africa.
That's right, Mac. Africa has all four hemispheres on it. And at the Great Pyramid of Giza is also, what is it? It's located on the world's largest land area. I forget. Geez, I forget now. Yeah, there's so many mathematical equations derived from the pyramids. It's crazy. Okay, where is Angel Falls, the world's largest waterfall, located? It's where the world's most dangerous gangs are. I hear somebody making a lot of noise, but I can't make out who that is. Can anyone pick up that station?
That's me, VA3,
VA3DJZ, is that right?
Victor, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you try it again? If you're on a portable, stand still and see if I can make you out again with your call sign, please.
Copy.
Yeah, no, somebody else was keying up with you there, unfortunately, throwing a carrier.
Oh,
All right. Well, thanks for trying. I do appreciate it. Maybe in a few minutes, things will clear up.
VE3LBI.
Yes, VE3LBI. Larry, come on in.
Yep, I hear the party below there trying to get in too, so a little staticky to me, but I don't know if anybody else can pick them up. I'll let you carry on. I just came in the house, so we're just kind of relaxed in the house now.
Okay, very good, Larry. Yeah, it's too bad things don't cool down till like 4 in the morning. But when the sun goes down, it does help.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We need some rain. We definitely need some rain. I looked at the forecast. It was coming. Looked at the forecast. It passed us again. But we definitely need some rain. We get the grass back up and some other plants in the backyard and stuff. Apparently, it's good for the corn. Humidity like this, but the grass is starting to go brown. I'm not going to water it.
Yeah, it definitely does. I know my front yard, I have not watered anything, but the backyard I have. Uh, my wife has a nice garden back there, and so I use the sprinkler, and it attracts the birds. I have a bird bath and a little kiddie pool, and I put about an inch, maybe 2 inches of water in there, and the birdies come in there and they splash around, and then they dig out worms out of my grass. So the backyard looks good. The front, not so much. You're right. We need some water.
When you're talking about the birds and stuff, I'm just going to interrupt you for a second about what you're saying about with your trivia. I just started listening, but something I haven't seen too much this year, knock on wood, is yellow jackets. Last year we were invaded with them. This year,
Yeah.
I've only seen maybe 2, 3.
Yeah, let's hope they show up in the fall. They usually at the end of summer they come out as well, at the beginning and then at the end. But so far around here, nothing for us. We had the odd one. I actually had one fly in the basement here when the weather was nice and I had the window open. But yeah, nothing like before.
Nope, absolutely. Anyways, okay, I'll let you carry on. I'm just sitting here, relaxed now, and I'll let you carry on so I can listen to more of the trivia.
Okay, very good, Larry. So while I'm at it, let's see if we have anyone else out there wishing to check in with us here on the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Ah, there he is. That's downtown Richard. VA3VJC. I got a copy on you now. Come on in. Was that you trying earlier? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're still kicking there, Richard. I haven't heard you in a while, and I've been meaning to call, but I just keep forgetting. And you doing okay?
I'll never get back, but
Sounds like you got a new handheld there with a little Roger beep at the end. So I was wondering if anyone would be able to relay any of that for me. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you to hook up your handy talkie to an outdoor antenna. That might help. Oh, Roger that. Yeah, get back in the mobile there, and even if your car doesn't run, as long as it's got a good battery, you could get out for a few minutes. But yeah, right on. Well, nice to hear you there, Richard. We do stream the net live on YouTube. So if you want to punch in my call in the YouTube search box there, you can follow us along there, and your messages will come through without any interference that way.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But I think I should have the mobile set up pretty good. I've got spare batteries in my van.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You always had good success there in the mobile. So conditions aren't always favorable. Lately with the sun doing its dirty deeds. And so sometimes 2 meters isn't too great, sometimes 70 centimeters. It's up and down. But usually in the mobile, I can pick you up there, Richard. But thanks for checking in. I do appreciate it, my friend. All right, Richard, 7-3, still alive and kicking. I think there's a song like that. Anyhow, yeah, check in next week from the mobile there, and you take care and try and stay cool, my friend. We're getting some relief by the end of the week there, so thanks again. All right, so we'll clear with Downtown Richard, VA3 VJC. Haven't heard him in a while. It's great to hear you. And let's see if anyone else is out there that wants to check in. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Tango, Tango Oscar.
Okay, I acknowledge VE3 Tango Tango Oscar, but stand by, please. There's a recheck from a portable VA3 CRF. Go ahead.
Hey, Chuck, just wanted to let you know it's starting to rain up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had a few drops come down here, but I think it's drying up as it's hitting the pavement. So the ground is not staying wet. It's just a couple of drops so far. But thanks for that, Vern. All right, let's go to Gary, VE3 Tango Tango Oscar.
Victor Echo 3, Tango, Tango Oscar. Good evening to everybody on the net. Chuck, how are you doing there? I know this heat's been something else for sure, and I know they canceled on Monday my granddaughter's soccer game, which was a good thing. But anyway, it's our summer. It's our summer, so I guess all we can do is enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do those things for good reasons. I think they even canceled a few recesses there near the end of the school year. Things were heating up. Not all schools have air conditioning, mind you, but it's better than being out in the blazing daylight sun there, Gary. So how are things with you there? Are you still hopping along? Or are you doing better?
Yeah, it's been a year, eh? It's been a year, and my muscles are sore though. That's one of the things I've noticed. The muscles have been sore. Trying to work those in now, and exercises and long walks and stuff like that. Try to tighten them up there so that they don't hurt.
Yeah, I hear you. I have the same problem with my legs, uh, being static all winter. Not doing much. But yeah, it seems to be the older you get, it's harder to get back in shape there, Gary.
Yeah, Roger. On there, all you can do is keep moving and do the best you can, and you know that's one of the things. I did go to the Milton Ham Fest on last Saturday there, and it was good. It was good, but I don't think it was as big as it was in previous years.
Yeah, a lot of people talked about that being one of the better ones in the area here. And unfortunately, that was my wedding anniversary, so I couldn't make it this time around. But yeah, then when you got the extreme heat warnings and that, it's not surprising, Gary.
Well, I walked around with a bottle of water and kept drinking the water there through that event there, and so that's what you got to do when you got extreme heat. But keep hydrated. But anyways, that's about it at this end, and you take care of yourself there, and all we can do is keep going, eh?
Contact question for Gary.
Okay, Gary. That's right. Got to keep on keeping on. Somebody's got a question for you. Mac, go ahead.
VE3TTO, VA3IMW. Gary, there's been some questions posed lately about availability of D-Star in the area. And I do know that the YYZ repeater is still functioning, but doesn't have internet capability. So I was just hoping to get hold of you and see if WIK is going to come back to life at some point in time.
Yeah, when it does, it does, and there's still a lot of work to be done still. But when it comes, it comes. It's only amateur radio, eh?
Yep, QSL. Keep us posted, and everybody is kind of idling their D-Star radios for the time being. So yeah, would be interested in hearing when things are all about. And certainly, as usual, if there's any assistance that your team may see as necessary, feel free to reach out. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you giving me a chance to pop in and make my question. 7-3 is Gary. All the best.
Yeah, 73's there. And anyway, Chuck, like how you been? I know you've had some issues.
Yeah. I've been struggling a little bit there with my walking. My abilities to walk are very, very limited, but I do still get out there when I can. And I'm going to be discussing that with my back surgeon because, along with the diabetes, um, I have chronic back issues, chronic back pain, and so I'm working on it. It's it's slow going, but uh, thank goodness, it's going to be addressed one way or the other.
Yeah, well, you know something. What is retirement? Retirement is having the time to do things, having the time to make your appointments with your doctor, and taking care of the grandkids. That's what I found so far.
Oh yeah, Gary, I just turned 65 there a couple of weeks ago, and or a week ago or so, and uh, yeah, I had a doctor's visit, and then I got referred uh, to a dermatologist, and I have to do a cancer screening, and this and that and the other thing. So yeah, you're right. Anyhow, Gary, thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. Always nice to hear you, sir, and you have a great rest of the evening.
Yeah, I was just going to mention one thing there, Chuck. You know that situation downtown something back in the old days that would never happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's the second one they said in that area there. Jackson Square has always been a problem, though. Um, it's just it's a magnet. It is the core, the downtown core of Hamilton, and it's always been an issue. That Jackson Square.
Yeah, but it's never that bad. There's a couple of reasons why I think it's bad. I'll discuss that sometime. But anyway, you take care. Let's just hope things get better. Or let's hope innocent people don't get killed. That's what bothers. That's what bothers me there. And let's hope our laws start acting with the laws. Ever since we lost judges like Bennett and stuff like that, it seems it's gone out the window.
Yeah, yeah. It's not good when they arrest someone and they're out in a few hours or whatever. That's got to change.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Anyway, have a great evening and all the best, and take care of yourself because that's the only way we're going to keep our pensions coming. B3 TTO.
That's right. And the government better keep their hands out of our pension. Okay, Gary. Thanks again, my friend. And so, with that, let's officially bring in Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Mac.
Yes, sirree. It's a beautiful day. Gorgeous weather today. Sunshine. And yeah, I'm so grateful that our management saw fit to put in a seasonal air conditioning system for the plant. Doesn't cool the place down to a hang meat in the locker type temperature, but certainly makes things livable for our machine operators. Anyways, interesting day today. Finished up with a back roads trip home. Thanks to Larry again for looking out there and sending me a text message to highlight an issue that was on the 403. There was a rather severe car accident on the 403 upbound towards Ancaster after the Aberdeen exit. And as Edward attested to on the radio earlier, had traffic backed up on the 403 and the QAW all the way back to, I think, Walker's Line. So pretty severe. Anyways, thank goodness for Google. Always check it on the way to and from work, just to make sure that I'm not going to run into anything unforeseen. Of course, things are dynamic and they can happen all of a sudden as well. So other than that, Chuck, thanks for doing this one. And yeah, I've been with you for the actually I've been with you right from the start. But as far as being RF ready, yeah, I had a couple other things to take care of. And speaking of take care of, yeah, it's my opportunity to throw in a plug for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net tomorrow night on Simplex frequency of 446.125, and we'll be radio ready at 7 p.m. I'll throw it back to you, and thanks for bringing me in.
All right, Mac. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Uh, it's wise. It's a wise idea to look up Google Maps and find out where the red zones are. But like you said, things can happen just minutes ahead of you, and Waze though is good for warning you of issues live. I found that the Waze app um, will let you know if there's vehicles on the shoulder coming up. And so I don't travel as much as I used to, way less. But I noticed when I used the Waze app to go to Barrie there, it would even tell you if there was a truck or a car on the side of the road up ahead. So I kind of like that.
Yeah, I used Waze. If I'm really interested in how things are working, dynamically, that Waze is probably the way to go. I got used to using it when I was in France. It was embedded in our rental car, and that helped us get around. It was quite a ways along before we memorized the trip to and from hotel to the plant, and that was also an opportunity to get a highlight of where exactly the photo radar cameras were set up along the highway. But I don't typically leave the map function on all the way to and from work. It's something I do a spot check before I head out, and that gives me a view of what's going on. There's been a couple of situations where there has been some dynamic issues on the number 6 highway, and once you get kind of tied into that, I flip open Waze, and it identifies with the location of where the issue is, and that allows you to make some decisions and kind of get off the highway and take a couple of back roads and circumvent that, come out on the other side happy with a smile on your face. Anyways, technology is all wonderful, but I still pride myself in being able to drive from my place here in Hamilton all the way down to my dad's place in New Brunswick, and it was something that my kids just were awestruck. Dad, you never looked at the map all the way to New Brunswick. How did you find your way all the way down here? So memorizing the roads like the back of my hand. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for me. I'm here for the duration, and I think we're almost ready to get into, don't say it, is it on this day?
I think there's a couple of things that happened on this day, Mac, and we'll get to that shortly. But thank you very much for checking in and giving us all that info. So thanks for being there. And I look forward to having you play along with us on a couple more trivia there. I think we'll do a couple more to finish it off, and then jump right into on this day. So let's clear with VA3IMW, and let's see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the AREG net. Oh, by the way, the roads now are completely wet, so it's not pouring or anything, but a few more drops fell down. Any other check-ins, please come now.
VE3 KDT. VA3 XLJ.
All right, two more there, KDT and XLJ. Let's bring in Noel, VE3 KDT.
Good evening, and everyone else on that there. Just been listening for the last probably about 20 minutes, about a half an hour, I guess. Just came back from Caledonia. So got the boys in, and yeah, just listening along. I was doing pretty good with the trivia, but apparently, didn't have a radio with me, so couldn't really answer. But other than that, I wanted to say hi, and just listen along. Didn't really have any traffic, so I'll throw it back to you.
Okay, very good, Noel. Well, thanks for your check-in, and thanks for playing along. Let's bring in Vanya, VA3XLJ.
V3 CZ, VA3 XLJ. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening to everybody on net. So last little while I couldn't check because of my shift work, but now I almost kind of make sure that I was at the beginning. But I was just an hour late, but it is what it is. I do gonna be more punctual next week, I guess. I'm gonna try anyways. So really on my end, it's raining, so that's a good thing. So the garden flowers and the grass, they really need a little bit of the wet soil.
Oh yeah.
Plus I need a break from spending 45 minutes every day just watering the stuff around the house. This year we planted so much corn, like it's I don't know. I think like the aliens are gonna be start coming down and doing those circles or whatever they do in a
Crop
cornfield. I'm
circles.
telling you guys, like it's I honest to God, it must be like 50 of them. Wife, she plant them at random, and yeah, it's everywhere. Some they are doing some corn sticks. They are doing better than other ones, but yeah, there's lots of them. Well, let me see. What else did I do? I didn't do much, but I did manage to pass my advanced test yesterday, so there was lots of luck involved. And yeah, that's pretty much all accomplishment for last little while. Back to you, Chuck.
All right. Congratulations, Vanya. Got your advance ticket. Another one that's got it. So congratulations. Way to go. And now you're looking forward to some crop circles in your cornfield in your backyard. Is that right?
No, I hope not. I don't know. I mean, probably everyone watched that movie. It's a sign, signals. It's about the crop circles, alien invasion, and the family is stuck in the middle of the cornfield, trying to do whatever they did. So yeah, I don't look forward to seeing those.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Somebody might draw a design in your cornfield there that gives you the formula for free energy. So apparently, they say some of those crop circles are so intricate that some of them may have that does give you the formula for free energy. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, Vanya, very good. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Always glad to have you back with us. And so I hope you've been staying cool, and the cool days are coming. Thanks again, Vanya. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay here for duration, which is yeah, for another like a 45 minutes, and hopefully my battery is gonna last because I only have a handheld in my car connected to the car antenna. But we'll see how that thing goes because it's already blinking red. But yeah, I'll stay here for duration. VA3CJZ VA3XLJ.
Okay, Vanya. Thanks again, my friend. Let's do another shout out and see who else is out there that wants to check into the AREG net. Please come now. This is VA3CJZ. All right, where were we? Okay, we're going to do a couple more of the trivia questions, and then we'll move on to on this day. So let's see now. What is the smallest state in the United States of America? What's the smallest one by area?
Washington, D.C.
D.C. is not a state, it's a district of Columbia.
Oh my details. Okay.
And the answer is Rhode Island is the smallest state. Yep. I thought it might have been Maryland, but no, it's Rhode Island. All right. True or false? Holland is a region in the Netherlands. True or false? Holland is a region in the Netherlands.
I do believe the Holland is a proper name for the country, is it not?
No, it's a nickname that it was given. It's actually part of Holland. It's an area, I think it's to the north in the Netherlands. But the real name is Neder or Netherland for us Anglos. But Holland is a region.
I don't know. I don't want to argue.
Uh-oh, I think Vanya's portable just died on him there. So my wife is Dutch, and she confirms it. All right, and I think Vanya's battery died on him. So let's move over to on this day, and we are at on this day, uh, week 231. All right. So on this day today, today's famous birthdays is where we always start, and we're going to start with an astronomer born on this day in 1746. Giuseppe Piazzi was an Italian astronomer who found the first asteroid and named it Ceres, Ceres, and he was born in Italy, died in 1826. Next, born on this day in 1872, we got Roald Amundsen. He's a Norwegian polar explorer who led the first expedition to the South Pole, and he was born in Norway. Born in 1872 and died in 1928. This next one is one of my favorites. Percy Kilbride, born on this day in 1888. He's an American stage and screen actor. You may remember him from the Egg and I and Ma and Pa Kettle films. He was Pa Kettle. Percy Kilbride, born in 1888, died in 1964. Next, we got Orville Redenbacher, born on this day, 1907. American popcorn magnate, Orville Redenbacher's gourmet popcorn. But he was born in Brazil, Indiana. And he died in 1995, already 30 years ago. Fred Astaire's favorite dance partner, Ginger Rogers, was born on this day in 1911. She was an American vaudeville, stage, and screen dancer, singer, and Academy Award winning actress. She was born in Independence, Missouri. She passed away in 1995. Moving up to more modern times, Jimmy Johnson is 82 years old. Born in 1943, he's an American college pro football Hall of Fame coach. Uh, he most famously was with the Dallas Cowboys and then the Miami Dolphins, and he was born in Texas. Alan Fitzgerald, born in 1949. He's an American rock bassist for Sammy Hagar and keyboardist with someone called Night Ranger. Also born on this day, 1949, we got Ray Majors, a British rock guitarist for Mott the Hoople. Born in 1963, Phoebe Cates, American actress. You might remember her from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Born in Manhattan, New York. Will Ferrell is 58 years old. Born in 1967. He is an American Emmy and Raspberry Award winning comic, actor, and writer. He was on SNL, Saturday Night Live, from 1995 to 2002. He was in Anchorman, Elf, Step Brothers, and other movies. Born in Irvine, California. My favorite is that movie there where he's got a twin brother and they both go to the club there. What was the name of that? All right. Okay. Uh, okay. So now, yeah, Will Ferrell. Next, Rain Pryor was born on this day, 1969. She's an American actress. She was in the movie Head of the Class, and she's the daughter of Richard Pryor, born in Los Angeles, California. A Night at the Roxbury. That's right. Noel, thank you so much. I thought that movie was hilarious. That was a good movie. Thanks. All right, next, Corey Feldman was born in 1971. Of course, he's an American actor. He was in many movies. Two listed here is License to Drive, which I've never seen, and Stand By Me is another. I think he was in like the Goonies or something too. Born in Reseda, California. And that's it for people born on this day. Any questions, comments, or check ins for tonight's net? Uh, please come now. And Noel says he broke the window again. Tell us about that there, Noel. VE3KDT. All right, let's move on to who died on this day in history. And we'll start with John F. Kennedy Jr. He was born in 1960, but died on this day in 1999 in a plane crash that he was piloting. It was a small plane, and he was 38 when he died. Next, born in 1986, we have Gerald R. Zacharias, an American physicist who designed the first atomic clock. And when he died on this day in 1986, he was 81 years old. Designed the first atomic clock. Oh, the window breaking was from the movie, from Headbanging. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Noel. That's cute. All right, next we have Bob Orton Sr., Cowboy Bob Orton, he was called. Passed away in 2006 at the age of 80. He was an American professional wrestler and died after a series of heart attacks at 80. He was a hardcore wrestler from the old school, and his son is now a WWE superstar as well. John Penozzo, passed away on this day in 1996. He was an American rock drummer with the band Styx. Dies of cirrhosis of the liver at the age of 47. On this day in 2012, John Lord, English keyboardist and composer for Deep Purple. You might know the song Smoke on the Water. And then he went on to Whitesnake, the band, and dies from a pulmonary embolism at the age of 71. And finally, in 2014, Johnny Winter passed away. Just says he was 70 when he died. That's it. He's an American Hall of Fame blues musician, excellent guitarist. Um, I'm not sure if his brother is his twin, but there's two brothers, Johnny and Edgar. And I saw Johnny Winter in concert in Ottawa at the Civic Center. And that's when they still had general seating. So people would crush at the front entrance doors. And as soon as the doors opened, every hydraulic system on the doors would bust, and people would rush in and go to the floor and try and get as close to the stage as possible. Excellent concert. Johnny Winter, of course, was an albino as well as his brother. Excellent musician. Well, that's it for people passing away on this day. Any questions, comments, or check ins, please come now. All right, let's move on to today's historical events. In the year 622, on this day, the Islamic era begins. Muhammad and his followers, I guess he later became Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad and his followers begin migration from Mecca to Medina. And then in the year 1099, I can't believe this, but Crusaders herd Jews of Jerusalem into a synagogue and set it afire. Never knew that. In 1439, kissing is banned in England to stop the spread of the Black Death. No kissy kissy. All right, next in 1548, Bolivia is founded. And if I'm not mistaken, La Paz is the capital of Bolivia. And then we have the first European banknote. In 1661, first banknotes in Europe are issued by the Bank of Stockholm. So I'm guessing before paper money, which is what a banknote is, they used coins. Silver, copper, gold, and yeah. On this day in 1790, Congress declares the city of Washington in the District of Columbia to be the permanent capital of the United States. That one's for you, Mac.
I felt
that. Good. You were meant to feel it. I'm just pulling your leg, Mac. All right. In 1935, we have the first automatic parking meter in the United States, and it was installed in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. A year later, in 1936, first X-ray photo of arterial circulation was done in Rochester, New York. So not only can you see bones, but you can see blood vessels in an X-ray, especially if you drink dye. Some more sad news about Jews, unfortunately. On this day in 1942, that's during World War II, the French police arrest 13,152 Jews in Paris. That's the first I've heard of that. And on this day in 1945, the cruiser Indianapolis leaves San Francisco with an atom bomb. We all know that the bomb will be dropped soon. 80 years now. It'll be 80 years that the atomic bomb was dropped in just a few days, not long from now. And then, of course, on the same day, today in history, in 1945, we have the first test detonation of an atomic bomb, and it occurs at Trinity Site, Alamogordo, New Mexico, as part of the U.S. Manhattan Project. And some more history here. In 1956, the last Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus under a canvas tent. It was the last time they performed under a tent. This marked the end of an era for the circus as it transitioned to indoor arena performances. The decision to move indoors was driven by a combination of factors, including rising costs associated with maintaining the large tent and equipment, as well as increased competition from other forms of entertainment like television and movies. The circus had been struggling with declining attendance and the increasing difficulty of finding suitable venues for the big top. So, tents for Ringling Brothers stopped in 1956.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Vanya.
Okay, where was I? The Hollandia. So yeah, to move to the circus part. So the other day, like not other day, a couple of weeks ago, they had actually circus tent at the back of the East Gate. I don't know what kind of performance they have in, but I don't know. The tent didn't look too big, but it was there one of those circus tents what you would imagine, uh, like a round shape and the pointy roof and whatever. Like it's actually when I was in my I don't know early teens, like 12, 13, maybe 14 at the latest. Actually, circus came to our town and I get to see the performance back then. And that was the one and only time that I've seen the circus. It was in a tent, believe it or not.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of smaller circuses still perform under tents, but Barnum and Bailey, the Ringling Brothers, they had a big one, and yeah, it's hard to put those up. It's not easy. And I worked in the carnival, and they had tents for various things, like let's say the bingo tent was a huge thing. You got to drive spikes into the ground, and you got to put a pole in the middle and lift it up. And but yeah, there's still a lot of. I actually went to a circus here in Hamilton. It was behind uh, the Center Mall before they tore that down. At the very back in the parking lot, they had a tent circus in there. It was a little warm in there too.
Yeah, I really do not recall much of my experience other than they have a safety net and when they did all those stunts with I don't know how you call those on English. We call them trapezoids, but anyways, I know
Yeah.
that's not the word. So when they pass a people from one whatever that thing is hanging on a cable to another. So yeah, it was a kind of like a late summer, like a early fall. So it was hot, but I really don't remember much of it, other than actually my dad and my sister they sit on opposite end of the tent, and I still do have the picture of two of them. The guy was taking the picture with the Polaroid camera. I don't know how he was charging, how much, but that's beside my memory. That's the only tangible thing that we have from that time when the circus came to the town. Anyways, back to you, Chuck.
Okay, Vanya. Yeah. I always loved going to see the circus and, of course, the trapeze artists. So it's just a shorter form of that word you were saying. And oh, yeah, even kids of all ages enjoy it, right? So even at least you have some memory of it.
Yeah, that's a good having some memory of it. Yes, I got it now.
Okay, Vanya, thanks. All right. Anyone else like to comment or any new check-ins? Please come in. All right, let's move over to 1957 on this day. U.S. Marine Major, I didn't know this, but John Glenn, U.S. Marine Major John Glenn sets a transcontinental speed record. I'm assuming that's from North America to Europe in 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 8 seconds. We all know John Glenn became an astronaut after. In 1967, American pop rock group The Monkees perform at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium in Queens, New York, with psychedelic rock Jimi Hendrix Experience as the opening act. Boy, that'd be hard to follow after Jimmy. Have the Monkees come on. Hey, hey, we're the monk. Also, on the very same day in 1967, British rock band The Who begin their first full U.S. tour, appearing at the Fillmore Auditorium in San Francisco, California, and then going coast to coast, opening for Herman's Hermits. I used to love listening to them as a kid. Quite the different style of music, I'll tell you, from the Herman's Hermits to The Who. All right, and on this day, 1969, Apollo 11 launches, carrying the first men to land on the moon. So if you were in school or you might remember, I remember it, on this day, 1969, yeah, the rocket Apollo 11 took off. So that's a big, big event in history. And that's right, Guy. That was one of their hit songs as well. I think I'm into something good from the Herman's Hermits. Yeah. All right. In 1988, Carl Lewis runs a wind assisted 100 meters in 9.78 seconds. And also on this day in 1988, Florence Joyner runs the 100 meter in women's world record 10.49 seconds. I won a gold medal in the high school Olympics that I was at for the 100 meters, and I did it in 11.1. So I was pretty quick. And so, yeah, that was a lot of fun. On this day in 1990, we have the civil trial by the parents of suicide victims against Judas Priest. So I think who else? There was a couple of other heavy metal bands that were responsible in the parents' eyes were responsible for kids killing themselves. I remember that. That was in 1990. Also in 1990, Ukraine declares independence. So it's not that long ago. In 2004, Martha Stewart is sentenced to 5 months in prison plus 5 months in home confinement for lying to federal investigators. Now, the charge should have been insider trading, but they just nailed her with lying. So, yes, if you go to court and you lie and they can prove it, you can go to jail. Yeah, she had inside information on stocks and that, or a company that was going to come out or something like that. I remember that. Martha Stewart, the ex-con. All right, in 2005 now, we have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the 6th book in the series by J.K. Rowling, is published worldwide. 9 million copies sell within 24 hours. In 2015, scientists revealed the first close-up pictures of Pluto sent by the New Horizons probe.
Didn't Walt Disney do that years ago?
A different Pluto, I think. All right, let's go to 2018 now. 12 new moons discovered orbiting Jupiter, bringing the planet's moon total to 79. Jupiter now has 79 moons. Two years ago on this day, 2023, the highest temperature ever recorded in China, 52.2 Celsius or 126 Fahrenheit. Ouch. And if you think that's hot, also on this day, 2023, the Persian Gulf International Airport on Iran's southwestern coast hits a heat index high of 152 degrees Fahrenheit or 66.7 Celsius at 12:30 p.m., and that is beyond what humans can endure. Yeah, doesn't your blood start boiling? Jesus. Now, 2024, Paraguay carries out the largest cocaine bust in its history with Operation Sweetness, netting 4 tons inside a shipment of sugar. And that's it for On This Day in History. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and repeating it back to you fine folks. And so once or check-ins before we start a 7-3 round. Alrighty then. So let's go to the top of the list here. And who do I have? We got Steve. VA3 November Foxtrot Golf.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a good net. I heard some of it. We ended up doing a little bit of cleaning there behind the fridge, and found a dead mouse inside the fridge there at the bottom there. So that was real fun to clean up. Anyways, I just thought I would delight you with that news. Good net there, Chuck. We'll look forward to listening to it next week for sure, buddy. VA3CJZ, 3NFG.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, I like I like finding them when they're skeletons. They've been in there for a while. But yeah, it happens. We have on occasion had them come into the house. Unfortunately, we think they've been coming in through underneath our deck, in between the bricks there somehow or something. But of course, there's no access to get in under the back deck without ripping the part of the side of the deck there. So we can't do that because we only rent here. Anyway, Steve, well, thank you so much for checking in and hanging out till the 7-3 round. So thanks again, buddy. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Okay, Chuck. Thanks, buddy. And yeah, if there's a way in, they'll get in. That's for sure. All right, 7-3. All have a good night, and we'll catch you on the band next time. VA3NFG.
All right, Steve. Remember, if a mouse can fit his head in a hole, the entire body can follow. So don't be misled by what they can get into. If they can squeeze their head in, apparently, once they pass their ears there, right at the neck, they can bring the whole body in. So, all right, let's see if Matt is still around. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
I am indeed still here. Great net as usual, Chuck. Nothing to add. Very entertaining and always insightful. 7-3 everybody on the net, and have a great evening.
Okay, Matt, thank you so much for sticking around, being part of our net. You're always welcome here, and glad you enjoyed yourself. It's a great way to spend a couple of hours in the middle of the week on hump day, so thanks again, sir. Next, let's go to Wade. See if he can get, I don't know how his noise level is, but Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Wade, are you there?
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, still here listening along. You are making it over my high local interference right now, so I can make you out. So yeah, thanks again for doing it as always. It's a great way to spend a Wednesday, and yeah, fun trivia night tonight. The questions were great. I really enjoyed it. Didn't do so well, but enjoyed the questions. They were a good addition of the trivia night. Thanks again, and 7-3 to you and to all VA3NCA. Back to you there, Chuck.
Okay, Wade. Yeah, always a pleasure. And, I like to change things up. And if I had you on your toes, that's even better. So thanks for being part of the net as always. Have a great rest of the week, Wade. Let's see if Jeff is around. VA3 Charlie, Quebec Charlie. All right. How about Jason? Victor Alpha 3, Delta Foxtrot Golf from Oakville. Yeah, that was probably a stretch there for Jason, but nonetheless, let's see if Mark is around. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Yes, sir. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. I'll say 7-3 to one and all tonight. Everyone have a good rest of the week. Appreciate you doing it, Chuck. VA3 MHV 7-3 all.
Okay, 7-3 Mark. Take care and don't work too hard. All right, let's see if Larry is around now. VE3 LBI.
Yep, still here. Sorry, a little bit late joining in tonight, but we were sitting outside. So listen along. Was interesting. Appreciate it, Chuck. All the best. 7-3 VE3 LBI.
All right, before you go, Wade was wondering if you could maybe tell us about the gentleman that's coming in to visit and possibly meet up with some of you guys and do POTA in the Hammer.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Gentlemen, I've worked with him quite a few times. His name's Brian. November 2, Bravo Tango Delta. I just was actually sending back some messages back and forth now. He's coming in. Let me see. What's he got here? Okay. He's leaving Saturday morning from home. It's about a 7-hour drive. He doesn't expect to get here till sometime, obviously, hopefully, early afternoon. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to do an activation on Saturday. Definitely wants to do a couple or 3 or 4 he's got listed on Sunday. He's staying at the Holiday Inn on Upper James. So I've asked him to post stuff on the Discord site for the parks and times if he can. I've asked him also if he can get an HT for the weekend. He wasn't having anything, couldn't get into anything with 70 or 20 or 440, sorry. And he's going to, whether he answers me or not, I'm not sure. But I've asked him if he could get an HT. We could probably catch him on, the ZOE repeater.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, very good, Larry. Thanks for filling us in on that, and hopefully the weather and solar conditions will be favorable for that visit. Thanks again, Larry, and we look forward to Friday night at 8 p.m. on the VE3ZOE repeater 443.075 on Friday for the Friday night rag chew with Larry as the net controller. Thank you, Larry. Bill is gone. Vern, wonder if Vern is still around. VA3 Charlie Romeo Fox. How about North End Richard? I don't know if you're still listening. VA3 VJC.
Break when you get a sec.
Okay, nothing heard. Come on in. I believe that's Cal.
Yeah, Chuck, thank you. Just two things. First of all, if you can check me in, VA3CDV. Secondly, I've been telling folks that we had a special mystery guest on the Hamiltonian, and now that it's happened, I can tell you who it is. It is Bob Ezrin. Bob Ezrin was the producer for albums like Pink Floyd, The Wall. He also produced Alice Cooper's $1 Billion Babies. He produced Kiss's Destroyer, and the list goes on. Anyways, his interview is up on the Hamiltonian.net if anybody's interested. Great guy, interesting read. Back to you.
All right, VA3 CDV, VA3 CJZ. Very good. I did check out the Hamiltonian on the weekend and was laughing at the hints there that you were trying to give. And so very good. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. I think it's the Hamiltonian.net, right?
Yeah, that's correct, Chuck. Thank you.
Okay, we'll give it a read there, Cal, and thank you for letting us all know. Do appreciate it, sir. Other than that, everything going okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just enjoying the little bit of rain we got. Just sitting in the garage watching it come down, but I think it stopped now. But the grass certainly needs it. Anyways, thank you for doing the net, Chuck, and 73 to everybody's on frequency.
Okay, Cal, thanks for checking in. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll be taking the trash out after the net and enjoying the weather outside for a few minutes. All right, so now let's go to Mac, VA3IMW.
Great net as usual, Chuck. Thank you so very much for all the hard work you put into it. I can't imagine how long it takes to do all the research to put it all together. Certainly appreciate it, and we'll be hoping to hear from most of your check-ins tomorrow night on our Simplex Net on 446125 at 7 p.m. 7 3s for the time being. VA3IMW. Back to you, Chuck.
Well, thank you, Mac. I really appreciate the pat on the back. I do my best to keep everyone entertained. Let's put it that way. Thanks again. And yes, tomorrow at 7 p.m., Mac will be on 446.125. That's Simplex. And so Mac will also be streaming the net on YouTube. Just put in VA3IMW, and you can find them there live at 7 p.m. We'll look forward to joining you then, Mac. Have a good one. Next, we got Noel, if he's available. VE3KDT. Don't break any windows.
VE3KDT. Yeah. Thanks for that. 7 3s, and yeah, it was. Thanks for doing that. It was pretty entertaining from what I heard of that so far. I was just thinking of one thing there with when you were talking about the. Sorry, I got kids yelling at me here. Sorry. The thing about the no kissing from the plague. How much you want to bet? I'm thinking gentleman's bet here of a coffee that the brothels were still open.
Yeah, but no kissing. That was probably who it was meant for.
Yeah, but it didn't interrupt business. It just
got rid of the vinyl.
Yeah, that's right. The red light district is always open. All right, Noel, thanks a bunch for checking in with us. And say goodnight to the kids for me. This is VA3 CJZ. All right, next, let's see if Vanya, the circus boy, is still with us. VA3 XLJ. Oh, I guess he did lose his battery. I thought he must not have brought the radio in his car other than an HT. All right. Well, I hope Vanya has a good evening. I do want to thank everyone for checking in tonight on the YouTube stream as well as on the radio. I count so far. I'll double check, but we had 18 check-ins tonight, and it was a bunch of fun. And so I look forward to doing it all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everyone, stay cool, be safe, and be kind to one another. I'll talk to you again soon. This is VA3 CJZ saying so long for now. 7-3.
BE3 DJZ just checking in real fast.
VE3 DJZ logging you in real fast.
Copy that, Chuck. Take care. Have a good night.
Okay, you too. So the revised number now is 19. Take care, everyone.
What's the hardest part of a circus tent?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Erection. Some threes.
Yep, it's always an erection party. I had one of those here for my tower. All right, 7-3, Mac. Good one.